Hello guys, today in this video I am going to show you that how you can create variables in PHP. So you must have heard about variables in while learning about JavaScript also. I have made previous videos for JavaScript in which I had told about what are variables. But those who are new in programming, for them I want to tell you that what is a variable. A variable is something like a box in which you can insert the things, and after inserting the things you can use them, and you can make the box empty later, and you can put any other thing in it. Okay, so how we will define a variable in PHP? For this, first of all, I will save it here, and I'll save as, and you can see that I am saving it into my XAMPP, which is my local server here. And inside XAMPP I am using htdocs, and inside htdocs I have made PHP folder. If you want to see it, I have shown it in my first video. You can go through it, that how we and where we insert those files. So for this I will insert it, and I'll name it as tutorial 2, and I will give it an extension that is .php, and I'll save it. And now use HTML. I will show you that how you can define a variable. Now inside body I will first of all start my PHP. First of all I will write here this sign, then question mark, and then PHP. And after this I will first of all write here the name of my variable. So if I want to define the variable, then I will have to use this dollar sign. When I will put this dollar sign, the PHP will get to know that I am going to define a variable here. After this dollar sign, whatever name you will write, that will be the name of the variable. For example, if I write here name, name, so here I have written this name, and this is the name of the variable which I have given. And after this is equal to, I can give any name here if I want. Let's say uh, Simon. So after this I will put this semicolon, and there are some rules which you have to follow while naming the variable. You can start with any alphabets like A, B, C, D, E, F, and so on, or you can also start the variable name using underscore sign. For example, if you are having this dollar sign, and after this you have used underscore and you are writing name, so it is also a valid variable name. Or if you are giving any variable name like this my, and then underscore, then name, this is also a valid variable. If you are writing like my name 1 2 like this, so this is also one valid variable name. But if you are writing a name like this, first of all, after dollar you are starting the name by 1 2, and then you are writing name like this, so it is not a valid variable name. You cannot use any variable name like this. The variable name cannot be started with any number. Okay, after the alphabet you can use number like this. If you are writing it like this 1 2 3, then you can, then it is okay. But you cannot start with the number. Moreover, you cannot put space like if I am having here my, then my name like this, I cannot do it like this. It is also not a valid variable name. If you want to use space, then you will have to insert underscore here. I am closing it now. It has been closed now. One more thing I want to tell you here is that I can use PHP inside any HTML element also. For example, suppose I want this result to be shown in h1 element which is of HTML. So here what I will do is I will write here h1, and inside this h1 I will write my name is, it should write my name is, and you will write here PHP, and inside it, because in the previous video also I had told you, if you want to print anything, then you use here echo. So you will write here echo, and after echo you will write here the name of the variable which you have defined, that is dollar name. And after this you will close it uh, using semicolon, because here you can see after every statement I will have to put here semicolon. And PHP is closed now, and I will now close h1 also. Or what, in other way you can also write it like my name is this, and I am a good boy. So that's it. This is what I want to be printed. So this must be in h1. which is the element of HTML. So here I want to show you that you can use PHP inside HTML elements also in this way, or simply you can, if you want to echo without any element of HTML, then simply what you can do is inside it here you can also write here echo, and after echo you can simply write uh, here my name is dollar name. That's it. So in this way you can do it if you don't want it to be written inside any HTML element. So now let's save it. Now go to the browser, and here I will open this page. First of all I will write here localhost, and now I will write, go to my PHP folder as I had shown you in my previous video, and here I'll go to tutorial 2, and here you can see my name is Simon and I am a good boy. This has been written through h1 element of HTML. That is why it is a heading, it is shown as a heading, whereas simply with the help of echo without the HTML tag I had written the output here, which is not shown in the form of a head. Let's create another variable here. Let's create another variable in which I will have to put not the string but any number. So here you can see that when I had put here the string, at that time I had to put the double quotes, or you can also use single quotes here. But when I will create any variable in which I want to insert any constant, any number, then I will not have to use the double quotes or single quotes here. For example, if I'm talking about the years, then I'll create another variable year here, and this is equal to, let's say, 2021. So now I am talking about this 2021, and you can see here it is a number, not a string like this, and here I have not used the double quotes or single quotes. And if you want to uh, take the echo of it, then my name is this, and this is year, this is year. Here again I will write the dollar and YAR. So this is how I can show it. And if I want to show it here, let's say if I want to show it with H2, so now let's save it, and here I'll go and I will refresh. Here you can see without H2 the result is my name is Simon and this is the year 2021, and with H2 the result is this one, this is year 2021, which is the H2 heading. You can also give value of one variable to another new variable. For example, if I create here a new variable, and for example previous year, so I am writing it like this, and I want to give this previous year a value of the of this year. So here I will write dollar year, this year I am writing now, this year which I have already defined, this I am writing here, and previous year I will get to know by subtracting 1 from it. So this is how I can do it. And if I want to show it here, then I can show like this. I will write here I can I will copy it, and here I will make another one, and that's it. Again save it, and now refresh it, and you can see here my name is Simon, this is year 2021, the previous year was 2020. The previous year, which was the new variable I had created, that has taken the value from the variable year and subtracted 1 from it. So I hope you liked my video. Have a nice day. Goodbye.